Right guys, so we're only going to need 3 devices to make a reset build mechanic. So go to your devices and you're going to want to get the explosive device, the trigger and the button device. So first we'll go over the explosive device. I've renamed it to reset build, so you don't have to do that, but you can if you want. It's the button at the top. You just press it and then you can change the name of it. So the settings you're going to want to change are: can be damaged to off, blast radius to 10, which is the maximum, player damage to 0 because you don't want to damage players, structure damage to the maximum, so 5,000, knockback to none, play audio and VFX no, visible during games to no, collision during games to off, show health bar to no, play audio to no, and time until reset allowed to the lowest, which is 0.1 seconds. And then scroll over to the events tab and put on exploded, send the event to the explosive device itself to reset. So basically as soon as it explodes, it's going to reset. So then you can obviously reset the builds again. So now guys, let's set up the button. Again, I've renamed it to reset builds. You can change your interact time if you want, and you can enable and disable the sound. I've left it as on though, and put the interaction text to reset builds or build reset or whatever you want to do. And you can change the interaction radius if you want. And I've resized the button because, as you can see, the button is pretty small. So if you want to resize it, you press that button. For me, it's hold B, and then you can change the resize access and then put it to all, and then you can just scale it up like that with the grow. So then guys, scroll over to the events tab and ignore the other settings for now, but you're going to want to have the explosive device to explode when you interact with the button. We'll come over to the other settings in a minute. Now guys, you're going to want to place down the trigger because we're going to want to set a delay for these 2 buttons. You can do it manually with each button, but then the other one won't have the delay, so you can just go back and forth. So we're going to set up a trigger which can disable both of them and then enable them at the same time. So for the settings, put visible during games to off, triggered by player, vehicles, sequences, water. You can turn that to off, it doesn't really matter. The trigger delay, this is how long you want the button to be delayed for before you can press it again to reset the build. So for me, I've done 3 seconds. And then the VFX and sound effects I turn to off. So then put trigger where I'm seeing from, the button reset builds on interacted. And then on triggered, you're going to want to put the button to enable. So it gets triggered when I'm seeing from the button being pressed, and then after the 3 seconds it's going to enable the button again. So go back to the button, and then put on interact to the button to disable itself. And then guys, you can copy that button and put it on the other side, and then go back into settings, and then you can make the other button to disable, because you want both of them to disable. So on interact is going to disable this button and disable the other one. And the same for the second one. So it's going to disable the first one and it's going to disable itself. Hope that made sense. And guys, you can place more explosive devices down. There's a 10 maximum radius, so maybe your map's bigger than 10 tiles. So then you can go 10 tiles away and then place another one, and then it's going to destroy all the builds over here for 10 tiles. So if you want a bigger radius for the builds to be destroyed, just place down more explosive barrels. So as you guys can see, if I build a bit and I can reset the builds, and as you can see both of them are disabled, and then they come back and I can build some more, and then it's going to get destroyed as well. If this tutorial did help you out, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the playlist on screen now to see more Fortnite creative tutorials just like this. I'm going to release my 6k subscriber special in a few days, so make sure to look out for that. It's going to be a long video with a complete tutorial of one of the game modes in my community tab, so make sure to vote for your favourite game mode in my community tab. Thanks for watching the video guys, peace.